My name is Luc-Yves Bagalinet. I'm Director of Product Marketing for End-to-End Solution at Amdocs Networks, and I'm based in Montreal, Canada. Well, the Amdocs Network division, it was freshly created something like 6 months ago, and the vision was to establish a portfolio of end-to-end solutions. So the view at Amdocs at the moment is that we have different products and enablers. We have the BSS, we have OSS, we have the monetization and exposure suite. We also have professional services, a range of professional services. But in that case, we wanted to glue everything all together to formalize end-to-end solutions. In end-to-end solutions, we have in mind things like zero-touch networks, mobile private networks, end-to-end network slicing, beyond connectivity, network exposure, and that's sort of, solutions that are encompassing domains from telcos or enterprise. So IP automation, the concept of IP automation is to have a consistent set of tools, methodologies, and capabilities across domains. So domains, we mean typically a RAN, transport, 5G core, and also the extended possibility of leveraging hyperscalers offerings, right? So if we think about this, then we need to have the consistent way to allow communication between different domains. That is called cloud native. So cloud native will provide a consensus way of ensuring communication and tools and methodologies across the board. Now, IP automation facilitates the orchestration and automation across the domain in order to establish end-to-end solutions. Because if you have different set of technologies from one domain to the next, then the way to establish end-to-end solutions will be more complicated. Not impossible, but more complicated. So in such a case, IP automation is to facilitate cross-domain or multi-domain orchestration / automation. But in that case, you can also imagine that as well, hyperscalers will play a role into that because they will be the partner of choice to leverage edge cloud and also public cloud. So in such a case, you want to have the seamless set and consistent way of orchestration and automation capabilities beyond your realm. So to have the capability of establishing, or let's say more like extending your business and operational footprint, encompassing as well hyperscalers offerings. So in such a case, IP automation will allow you to do multi-domain and multi-rail automation orchestration. Well, we believe that monetization comes with the fact that you can actually orchestrate and automate the operational processes across domains within the telco environment. So in such a case, monetization can start there. And as soon as you can actually facilitate the establishment of end-to-end solutions across domains, it means that you can start monetize your service infrastructure. And on the same approach and leveraging cloud native capabilities, tool set, and also methodologies, you can start to expose the capabilities that you have through APIs. It means that you can have something like something that is more exposure centric approach for 5G with network exposure function from the 5G core, and then you can start to expose capabilities with partners. You can also do the same with turnkey solutions with the NAS, network as a service. Then you can have a turnkey solution that would be composed of multiple elements brought together as a solution that could be exposed as an API set. And the same goes for network exposure service platform. Then in that case, all the range of the capabilities that exist in your service infrastructure can be exposed to potential partners that are residing, with hyperscaler or metaverse ecosystems, facilitating the B2B 2X kind of partnerships that all the industry is talking about. This is a critical question. AI and data service intelligence will become the crucial element to guarantee the best possible quality of service and service experience for the end customers. Naturally, we see an evolution where there's a notion of multi-domain service orchestration, and the same exists for multi-domain service assurance. The goal in that case will be to ensure that across the domains, you have a constant and proactive monitoring and observability across the domains. So making sure that on the RAN, on the transport, on the 5G core, and also on the hyperscalers, you have a constant observability and the best quality of experience across the board. So in such a case, you need to data collect key information to understand the structure and the composition of the service and the responsiveness, the latency, the jitter, also the throughput that is delivered according to the SLAs and the SLOs. So in such a case, you will use that kind of KPIs in order to feed that information back to the brain of the operation, the service orchestration platform, in order to recompose or change the composition of the service in order to stay on the expected results that was intended initially. This is what we call actually intent-based network. So the intent of delivering given experience based on different criteria, as I said before, throughput, jitter, latency, responsiveness. Then in such a case, this is what will be the future. Zero-touch network alongside intent-based networks and management. This is a crucial element of facilitating end-to-end solutions delivery and content for our customers. We believe that yes, our products bring a lot of capabilities and agility and flexibility because we are fully cloud native, of course. But at the same time, we understand that every single telco or enterprise are different from one another. So obviously, to deliver everything that they expect out of a product and enablers, we need to customize the way that our platform can be providing the differentiation that they're expecting from these elements. So we believe in order to achieve that, we need to have professional services such as service integration, the best way to implement, to deploy these functions, capabilities, and products. Quality engineering for testing and measurement, and also validating that we can work also with other vendors. Also the management of all these elements, the security of them, the operations, the data intelligence. So all these elements, and also naturally the extension to the cloud. The cloud, leveraging public cloud, hybrid cloud, and eventually the edge cloud itself would be facilitated if we have professional services. So this is what we do in Amdocs Networks. Not only providing end-to-end solutions, but making sure that the professional services are here to help them, to support them, to accompany them on the journey. So technology change and transformation, it's all about a journey. It's not like a one drop of salt and then you spice it up, and then you move forward. No, it's actually a journey on which we want to accompany our customers. So this is why professional services are there, to make sure that, you know, along the journey, we can accompany them, you know, from start to finish, and also ensure that the evolution and the update of this platform can be ensured. Thank you very much for your time, for listening to this. We were at MWC, but we will be as well at Big 5G Expo. But maybe I will be there, maybe not. If I'm not, you will be surrounded by great people that will be delighted to have a discussion with you to understand where your pains are at, and how we can support you as well. I would like to mention as well that we have a great partnership with Microsoft Azure that we have released recently during MWC. Don't hesitate to make a search and to look at that. And I thank you very much for your time, and then see you very soon.